Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. What's going on, people? I'm Big Meach, and this is a Big Meach moment. Listen, I just want to shed a little light on something. You know, what's going on in the world today. What I was going to do earlier, I said, no, I'll do that on the next one. Right now, I just want to get into a little P-Valley, okay? Now, I am loyal to my girl, Nikki Gilbert, and I stand behind her in her quest, okay? So let me just say that. I stand behind her in her quest for authenticity and integrity and content creation authenticity, okay? Having said that, she knows, like many folks are, we're all into the show P-Valley. And what I want to talk with you guys about is tonight's episode. If you have not seen tonight's episode entitled Demetrius, spelled with a T-H-R-I-U-S. That's a ugly spelling. Ugly spelling. But if you have not seen this episode, I'm going to encourage you to do so. Now, let me put my disclaimer here. For those of you who want to get all up in arms and we're talking about, oh, here they go throwing this gay shit down our throats and blah, blah, blah. Middle finger to you. Because I don't want to hear that shit. Okay? The world is about everything that's in it. And damn it, for 52 years that I've been on this planet, the whole idea of being normal has been the heteronormative narrative. And that's fine. I don't knock it. But one of the things that we're going to stop doing is acting as if everybody else's narrative cannot be said, cannot be seen, cannot be heard or experienced in some kind of way. Now, I'm not saying you have to like it, and I'm not saying you have to agree with it. But please stop acting as if it's not supposed to happen. Okay? Now, the characters here with season 2, Little Murda and Big Teak. Baby, they gave us a scene up in here tonight, baby, that was everything. It was absolutely everything. Okay? And the reason why I am harping on it is because what we had here was a little different. When we watched polls and what was really important character name? Portrayal, and why these names escape me. I can't think of the child's name right now, but when they had their lovemaking scene, that was such a beautiful scene because it showed us 2 gay men, Black gay men, engaging in something that was beautiful, that was just engaging It wasn't all that animalistic like we always see sex to be. Like folks say that black folks are. Every time we have sex scenes, with straight sex scenes, and always like you can tear the clothes off and blah 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 blah, as if nobody have control of this stuff. Like we just all animalistic, and yes, they have a place, but there are moments where it's tender and soft and beautiful. And what we had with Pose, that's what we got. And that was the first time that we had seen something so beautiful on television. Now, with Noah's Ark didn't give us that. They gave us love, but they didn't give us that. Pose took us there, and P Valley just took us somewhere else. What P Valley has done is that they gave us masculine, hood, thug, hood rat, prisoner, ex-convict dudes. Okay? Just street niggles. Okay? Who just happened to be gay, who apparently were in relationship when they were in the joint. Okay? And what we have or had in that scene were two men who came together to comfort one another in the way that they knew how. They came together the way the code of the streets are. They actually used a condom, and it would show that they were protecting themselves and very mindful of the culture and things of that. We got all of those things, and this wasn't, the slap happy, limp wristed, one masculine, one pseudo masculine, one feminine kind of guy. This here was two masculine centered, masculine identified men who just happened to be gay. And you see, if you watch the show, every time somebody was trying to be derogatory, they took care of it. Okay. With it carrying on, and they wasn't afraid of the fight and this, that, and the other. And I just want to give those two actors, because the actors playing those characters are both heterosexual men. Okay? Little Murda, he's married with children. His wife knows what's going on and carrying on. In fact, she approves the scripts and blah, blah, blah. I just read that the actor playing Big Teak, his name was John Clarence Stewart. The guy playing Little Murda, his name is J. Alphonse, and I'm going to tear up his last name. His last name's not with me, and I can't get his last name. But J. Alphonse and John Clarence Stewart III, those two guys there really, 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 really has done what we as actors sometimes forget to do, and that there is go and engage ourselves in the character. You understand? So much so to where I'm sure everybody who watches this are going to probably say, them niggas gay in real life and this ain't saying nothing. And as an actor, that there is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to take you there because we have to make the scene very believable. Okay? And the gaga is this, and let's talk about what y'all don't want me to say. And that there is Big Teak was as hard and as thuggin' and as schizophrenic and bipolar as he is, and as beautiful as he is. That man took his clothes off and one beautiful, nice, thick, stocky, robust body. He was the fucking bottom. And stayed the bottom. You understand? And why I'm saying that that way? Because sometimes we would get where it would be a versatile kind of situation where what we call pancakes under your flip, right? But in this particular case, we don't know if that may come later. Okay, it's implied, and in some regards. But at the same token, the way how Big T was having his meltdown or whatever, in some regards, looking at it, and this is just from a director's eye, and in male female dynamics and in masculine and feminine energy. Whenever men take on that emotional mishap and a man comes to comfort that energy, okay, masculine energy attracts feminine energy and vice versa. So when Teak being in his emotions the way that he was and in need of being comforted, little Murda came through and gently kissed him in his third eye and went to his cheeks and then kissed him on his lips. Okay, and they gave him that okay, that little code that they had where he just did little fingers and like, come about the clothes. Okay, that was hot as fuck. And all of us, honey, who's sitting on there watching this, okay, was like, what the fuck? Okay, and it took us there, and it has never been seen so lovingly before now. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what I'm saying, I want you to go look over every movie, every TV show that you've watched that had gay sex in it, supposedly. You will never find something so beautiful between two masculine men the way that they just did that tonight. Okay? Even so much so to where Big Teak got his feelings hurt. Because now he see that little Murda, his heart is with somebody else. Who the fuck is Cliff? Damn, all this time you've been out, you ain't never wrote me no postcards. He got in his feelings. Feminine energy coming through, okay? And he packed the shit and he walked, right? He bounced. Because now it's fucking with his head. You know, he on the outside trying to do good and this, that, and the other. And mind you, he's a fresh out of prison kind of thing. So now he's trying to adjust to being on the outside. When I tell you here, the way how these particular characters are coming about, I can break it down in a way that, as an actor, as a writer, as a director, as a producer, and as a storyteller, for me, I can see what this is. Now, it's debatable. A lot of us, we're still trying to figure out exactly what direction the show is going in because the direction has not been made clear, as to what is going on. They got us in the loop. However, we'll see. Hopefully it will unfold itself. But I just want to give those guys, again, Jay Alphonse is a Nunez. I think that's his last name. But he and John Clarence Stewart III, Little Murda, and Big Teak, they did that. They did that, and it gave us another look at what Black gay love is, or Black saint gender loving culture is. And for those of y'all who don't get it, you're not supposed to, sweetie, because if you're heteroattractional and don't get it, you ain't supposed to. That ain't your bag. Okay? But you get to see that what you think you thought you knew, it ain't what it is. Because there's many different facets to this. Just like life, period. If you understand that life is just a myriad of expressions and understandings. Some good, some bad, some not so good, some not so bad. Some are just incredulous, some are just absolutely disappointing. But there's a myriad of expressions. Okay? And here we have seen masculine men who love one another and took it to that level sexually. And it was done beautifully. Done beautifully. And I want to thank those guys for that, because regardless of what scrutiny is coming to them, and all of the players and all of whatever who's going to say, oh, that's some gay shit and all the shit that y'all like to say, they did that as actors, as entertainers, to give us what we want, and that there is believable shit. Because trust me, if it wasn't right, it would have read, and y'all know that. Y'all are quick to call somebody out who's not authentic, honey. That shit ain't real. So, honey, this time I'm here to say kudos. I tip my hat and my wig, honey, to all of that. So if you didn't get a chance to see it, honey, I'm hoping that this wasn't a spoiler for you. However, go catch it. Go understand it. Go look at it. And I'm hoping that my commentary here will enlighten you, inspire you, and get you to want to think and dig deeper into some stuff. Maybe this would be the catalyst for you to understand the community just a little bit more. You don't have to agree, just to understand it. Okay? So again, thank you, J. Alphonse and John Clarence Stewart, Little Murda, and Big Teak. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Job well done. I'm Big Meach, and this is the Big Meach Moment.